5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right. Hey everybody, it's Friday. It is 12/3/2021, and we're glad you're here on Live with Neve, broadcasting you from the East Coast of North America, right here under the tower in beautiful Highlands, New Jersey, looking out at New York just to the north of us. Beautiful day. We can see the city. It's nice, clear, cold, cool, and crisp. We have an excellent show today. We have a really great musical talent to join us. We have Nathan Nelson, who's a singer-songwriter we've had on before. In fact, we had him on about a year ago, and it was brought to my attention that was our first show he was on where we met Irish. So it's a little historical landmark in our show. So without much ado, we're going to bring on Julie. Good morning. Let's hear what's happening in Tampa.
Hey, good morning.
Happy
Well,
day.
we had 2 days. Huh? I'm sorry, what?
No, go ahead. How's it going? What's happening?
Well, it's going pretty well, but we had 2 days in a row where it started off at 45. It was 45 degrees one morning and then 46 degrees the next morning. And then suddenly it was 75, 80 degrees like a couple hours later. It's that crazy, insane 40-degree swing, this time of the year here in Florida. And it's just, it's hard for your body to acclimate because you're freezing half to death and, you wear layers and then suddenly it's hot as fuck outside and now you're stripping without getting paid.
There is a lot of that in Florida, so they tell me. Sad, every time I mention Tampa to someone, they always ask me if I've been to the Mons Venus, at which point I don't say anything. I tell them to ask my old keyboard player about that, but we won't mention any names here. Good morning,
come on.
Victoria from Down Under. So, at any rate, I interrupted. You got anything hot going on this weekend?
This weekend, no, actually, no, I'm actually going to go see Kevin James from God, was it King of Queens and Paul Blart, the mall cop, the comedian. Okay. Kevin James. I'm going to go see him with my brother-in-law and my sister, and check him out. So. Yeah. I haven't, I'm not really big into the stand-up comedy thing, but I've seen Kevin's, his stand-up routine. And I have to say, it is the cleanest routine ever. And really? By far the most fucking hysterical thing I've ever seen. Yes. Completely clean.
Oh, I can't wait. I'd like to have to check him out.
You can't stop laughing. Have to. He's so hilarious.
I've got a cool thing tomorrow too.
Oh, what do you have?
I'm sorry, I stepped on you. I'm going to see Mark Hudson either tomorrow night or Sunday. Mark is the father and progenitor of Kate Hudson, is his daughter.
Right.
Used to be in the Hudson Brothers. Now, he's a friend of mine and a friend of a real good friend of my musical business accountant, aide-de-camp Paul, as you know, Paul.
Yeah, Paulie, yeah.
He's one of his friends, and I've met him a couple times. So we'll have a little mini. I can listen to my ride gets here. Absolutely, Ben. One of my favorite tunes. But yeah, it's going to be cool. And every time I get to see him, I'm always amazed by the band he has. Last time he had the guitar player from Joan Jett join him.
Oh,
we had
sweet.
The singer from Living Color, not In Living Color.
Right.
We had Corey Glover from, Cult of personality.
Oh, right.
And they just blew me away. He had a horn section. I
Yeah.
think we're trying to think. It was like I think we were at Birdland. It was like this beautiful, or it was the Iridium. So you're like 20 feet away, and they just tear your face off. I mean, and they played. They opened up with "I could have run, I could have hide, I should have known what I was seeing." Anyway, here he is, Irish.
Can you
What's
guys
up, my
hear me?
friend?
Can you hear me?
Tell us
Hey,
what's
how are
happening,
ya?
man. I know there's some really somber stuff going on up there.
Yeah, we can hear you, Irish.
Shit.
Can you hear us?
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yes, we can.
I'm gonna.
Yes.
Oh, you can. I cannot. I could not hear like anything you guys did at first, and I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. But it's been a somber few days here where I live. My hometown of Oxford, Michigan, had a mass school shooting. 4 kids lost their life, and another kid's gonna lose his freedom forever. And it's just been really it's a tough one, So I mean, shout outs, Oxford Strong. I got my old Oxford shirt on, and I will be going to a vigil tonight. So everybody support another tragedy that didn't have to happen. Just rough stuff.
Well, our hearts go out to everybody, family and friends of this horrible thing. I'm going to go ahead and
come back in. I got no volume at all.
We can hear you.
Well, we're sorry about that. It's obviously a real tragic situation, and I'm not going to put my 2 cents into this because everybody out there is doing that and giving opinions before we know anything. And I don't mean that in the case of Irish. My friend's family went through Columbine back when that happened, back in the 90s. As you remember, Julie, I was in Denver a lot in those days, coming back and forth.
Right.
And on one of the trips out there, is when that had occurred. And a friend of ours, former band member of mine, works for a television station in Tampa Bay. I believe it was Channel 28, WABC, I think at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and,
you're right.
He was getting the feeds from the pool feeds from Columbine, and he was getting them in Tampa and relaying what he was seeing in real time to my former guitar player, Paul, in Columbine, what happened was my friend here in Tampa, he saw his nephews and niece come out of the situation. They had to jump over one of his niece's friends, and it was just a horrible thing. Irish is back. We can hear you well. Irish, I'm going to let you talk, and we're going to be out of here in a moment. But tell us what's on your mind.
All right. So a lot of people was like, man, don't say anything. It's too soon. It's too soon. And I disagree completely. It's too fucking late. As a society, we can do better. We have enough problems with illegal guns as it is. If you purchase a weapon, if you purchase a firearm, if you make that decision, secure your weapons. It's not a toy. It's not a game. And it always comes up after it's too late. Well, why wasn't it locked up? Stop it. Right? Because these kids didn't need to die. And this kid doesn't need to go to prison for the rest of his life. And I this one hit me home because I mean that's my town. And outside of Irish, I'm Kevin. And that was where I grew up. That was where I fished. That was where my friends were. And when I was in prison, those memories are what carried me through that. And now this town is going to be recognized for everything that it's not, instead of being recognized for everything that it is. And the people there don't deserve that. No town, no city doesn't deserve this shit from us. We're the adults in this situation, and it's on us to look after our kids. And that starts with being responsible. Pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to what they're saying. Search their rooms, search their media, understand your child. Because that kid could have been helped. So it wasn't just 4 souls that were lost, All of it could have been prevented. And now hundreds of parents are scared for their kids to go to school. And those kids are scared to go to school where they should feel safe and be able to go learn. We're in the freest country in the world. That freedom comes with responsibility, guys. and no one's to blame. It's not like anybody meant for this to happen. You know, and a 15-year-old kid, God, he did something terrible. But he's still a 15-year-old kid. And now he's done forever. And it's not right.
You know, these things, people, we all only can react after they happen. I think what you touched on about, you know, the problem is we really have to have people who own guns, for the most part that I know, are very responsible with them. In a lot of these cases, their guns are available on the street. You can buy a gun quick as, you know, the drill. I mean, if you were to go out right now in Detroit, you could find a gun in a half an hour, I'm sure, if not less.
Yeah.
And people steal them. The people who actually own them and want to have them for protection, unfortunately, it changes. Like in New Jersey, it'd be awful if I shot somebody in my home. I'm supposed to retreat. So that's a case of bad laws that, you know, that's why people go back and forth and fight. There's once a saying by a Greek, and it said, just laws breed just habits. And I think that if we had reasonable laws, there's things that people need to give some ground on, in my opinion. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're coming up on 10-11. We've only got a little.
I just believe we can do better.
I agree with you.
We can do better.
I think there's no reason we can't do better. And that what has to happen is you have to have a conversation where the real anti-gun people and the people who are really just wanting to take care of their rights sit down and come up with strategies, not demonizing each other, because there's a lot of good gun owners and there's lots of them agree with what most of us agree. Something has to be done. So rather than passing the buck for another 10 years, I think these conversations have to happen. They have to happen at a local level, because all politics is local. I mean, this is right in your backyard. I mean, where you grew up.
And until we can agree on something, you know, secure your firearms.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know. It's hard to really wrap your head around it. These things happen, and then both sides tend to blame each other. And at the end, we have to find out, what can we do as a society that makes sense, takes care of both sides of this issue? And I don't know what the answers are. You know what? Everybody, all of us, we have plenty of ideas, but none of us really know. If any of our politicians over the past 100 years had known, we've had some reliable and fair system. I think one thing they can do is make it so that the gun laws are somewhat uniform. There's got to be some standard version so that we're not all having really widely disparate gun laws. But anyway, that's outside the purview of our conversation. I hope tonight you have I hope you feel some catharsis, if you will, when you go, because I know there's a lot of people that are hurting.
Prayers for these families, prayers for this community. That means so much to me.
Well, you know, it's rough, and you know, our thoughts are with you, man, when you're there. I seriously, I hate seeing this every time it happens. It's just such a tragedy. And, you know, it's almost like the news will treat it like, oh, this happened. They'll demagogue it relentlessly for 2 days. It's going to go away until the next time it happens. And that's what we got to
make sure they don't forget this time.
Let's hope not. All right, everybody. Well, here we are. We are at 10:13. We've got like 2 minutes left. Let me think about what I'm doing that's of interest. We'll keep it up. I'm going off to see Mark Hudson, which is going to be great. Yeah, Toby, I saw that request, and I'm going to go ahead after the show. Julie and I'll talk, and we're going to run that whole interview in its entirety. And we might just after the show, we'll have a quick break, but we'll talk about that. And yes, Toby, we are going to show it. For those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, when Irish first came on the show, we have a minute, guys. When he first came on the show, I interviewed him as a result of his being incarcerated for 24 years for a crime he didn't commit. He was exonerated, and it was because they found out that his mother and her lover did it, killed his father, in which that first conversation, Irish, I was afraid. I didn't know what you were going to be like. I assumed you could be either like really like you turned out to be, wired well and have learned and read. Like I said, I stepped on my foot that time. The first time I had to tell you who Dumas was. I didn't mean to be like, I wasn't trying to be haughty. I just didn't. I I went, oh shit, what would you be doing if you were in jail? And I'd be like, you, I'd have read every damn book that's ever been written, and I'm still trying to do that anyway. But I remember thinking how fucked up the rage you must have had for all that time. Listen, we're going to talk about that another time on Live with Neve. We'll be right back, and we're going to have Nathan Nelson on shortly. So here we go. We're going to go to the break, and we're out of here.
It's Kevin Sorbo here, and you lucky people, you are live. You're live with Neve or Neve or Neve. I don't know. I can't say the dude's name. Anyway, you're on live with him, so I don't know. I guess that's a pretty good thing.
All right. We're back. Here we are. It is 10:16.
I always get a kick out of Sorbo ribbing you.
I love Sorbo ribbing me. You know, he's a funny guy, and all I could say is I aspire to his level of coolness. I mean, I'm joking. I mean, you got me. I'm a skinny white boy from Haledon, New Jersey. You got Kevin. He's like, what is he? He was like Hercules. The guy is like in Xena the Warrior Princess. We won't talk about her. She reminds me too much of my ex-wife. She that was her nickname. I used to have to put her on a leash and run her beside the car down the driveway and down the road in Florida. She'd just keep pace, man. We had a big Malamute. He'd run behind, nipping at her heels, and she'd tell me, "Will you please slow down? Give me a glass of water. Give me a glass of water." I'd throw water at her because it was hot in Florida. It was ostensibly because it was hot out. But anyway, that was another time in another place. Now that I've totally soiled the water store, I'm going to step out. Julie, I think it's time for the news. I've given you my news for the day.
Amazing and talented Jules with the news.
Thanks. We'll do that. We'll do that afterwards. Let's bring Nathan on and get him into
There
music. Nathan Nelson, welcome once again. Welcome back. How are you?
Hey y'all, what's happening?
We're happening. You're happening.
Good music, man.
All right.
Go
Hopefully
ahead,
I got all
Jules.
these microphone situations settled here.
Well, you sound great.
You sound
Well,
very excellent.
You sound
Hear
great now.
y'all.
All of a
That's all that
sudden,
matters.
I think we're getting spiritual healing from one of our former advertisers here. He's back in black, and he's out scaring up the spooks. So I think he took care of our poltergeist activity. Good morning, Toby.
Good deal.
Yeah, so what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jules. I'm going to step out of the conversation.
No, go ahead. What have you been?
I was just going to say, what have you been up to, man? We've been thinking about you a lot in the past year.
Yeah, man. Likewise, I haven't done a whole lot in the last year, man. I got used to laying low. I don't know how. I hate that it was because people got sick and died, but I liked the year off. I needed it.
Yeah.
And but kind of getting back in the swing of things now. We the band got together and went and hung out in the mountains last summer and recorded an album. So we at least got something done.
Hey, that's great.
While we weren't working. So some kind of work got done. So we got
awesome.
few new tunes, and trying to get back out on the road once the new year rolls around.
We can't wait for everybody too. And of course, we got this new strain of COVID. Everybody's running around going, oh my God, what are we going to do? And who knows whether it's real or not, I find anybody who's too sure on either side kind of a little annoying because I don't know. I'm a musician, a hack on the radio. And to me, I don't really know. So I'm just going to sit back, listen to my doctor, and let everybody else try their various arguments. And I don't really care what you do. It's above my pay grade, you know. So I don't. It's like, you want to do your thing, do your thing. If you don't,
This
don't.
too we shall endure.
Just do what you're going to do and shut up about it. Do whatever you think is best, but don't be a pain in the ass to everybody.
I think I'm with that, man. I got my shots. I wear my mask if they need me to, and none of that.
Oh yeah, we're really offended though. You don't have a mask on, man.
Well, it's just me in here.
Dad, I can't imagine why you can't sing in a fucking mask.
Hey, I was in that band.
I know. That was the worst drum solo.
It might be an improvement for me.
That would be the first song I ever learned to hate.
Exactly.
Rockabilly
fit right in with my most requested song is "Can you take a break so we can play the jukebox?"
No, shut up.
Yeah, I get that one a lot.
No,
I love it.
I can't imagine that.
Y'all sound fantastic. Can you turn down a little?
That I've heard.
I love it.
That helps. I think that happens to all of us. So what do you have to? What are you going to play for? Oh, I'm sorry, Neil.
I guess I'll play one of the new ones. I didn't really plan anything, but can y'all hear that?
That sounds great.
All right, well, I'm gonna do one of the new ones then. I don't know. This one doesn't have a name yet, so just we'll see. We'll make up a name later.
Sounds good. Right.
Just a van, a hand and a man starts to go insane. Where's the home? I'm trying to keep warm and ease a little pain. There's been a friend or two, but I always thought of you the second they were gone. Where's the shame? I'm sure you've done the same, but now I'm coming home. You better be there when I get there. You better be there when I get there. I'm coming home. You better be there when I get there. You better be there when I get there. You better be alone. Countless days and endless nights sure can take their toll. Sun rays blind, moonbeams are unkind to a faithful soul. I don't care whose company you share when I'm gone so long. You've been as true as I've been to you, but now I'm coming home. You better be there when I get there. You better be there when I get there. I'm coming home. You better be there when I get there. You better be there when I get there. You better be alone.
All right, Nathan Wilson, very nice.
Every time I opened my eyes, I was just looking back at myself, so I closed them for most of that. so forgive me.
Hey, no, good for you. Good for you.
Well, we all have a great face for radio, so don't worry about it. You're at home here.
That's it, man.
Hey, how about we have a 5 minutes more. We usually only have one song, but I'd rather listen to you play a little more towards the end of the break. You feel like playing one?
Yeah, man. That's better than me talking.
So
Better
are
than
these?
me talking. Go ahead,
I don't
George.
remember.
Sorry.
Where
I don't remember what songs I did last. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to ask. These are the songs off your new album, your current album, right? That you recorded this
Yes,
summer.
yes. They will be released under the band name Chester Leathers.
Cool. That's what I was hoping for.
Chester
All right.
Leathers.
Chester Leathers. No A in leathers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an actual dude's name, so we changed the spelling so he can't sue us.
That's the way I think, my
I love
friend.
it, man. I want to hear the story about that later. That'll be
Yeah.
good.
Well, just a friend of a friend, and it was just such a perfect name. Yeah, and we didn't really change the spelling for the suing. I think he's cool with it, but plus we don't want to dick anybody out of their cut of the money. It's the guy's name.
Hell no.
Then there's that little
Added a new member and new songs and stuff, so we went ahead and changed the name of the band. Plus, the band used to be called Entertainment Crackers, and that was offensive to white people. And I didn't want to add to their burdens. They have a hard enough time in this world.
Yeah, you might trigger somebody with that. Their preferred racial pronoun.
I didn't want any of them sensitive ass honkies getting mad at me.
No, it happens,
I
brother.
feel the same way, man. I'm going to name my band Ginger Snap.
There's a movie like that. There's like 3 of them.
Well, but you don't have to worry about that because our gingers have no souls.
I keep hearing that nonsense. Damn you, Cartman.
Yeah, some people told me, I have a daughter, and she's a redhead, and she's got plenty of soul. And her mama does too. I have to say,
usually that's how these rumors get started. Is it's usually the opposite of whatever the truth is. Somebody's trying to downplay it.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's like we're playing that parlor game where I whisper into your ear. I could say something like, "I'd like to ask Julie to dance," and then by the time it got down to the end of the line, it would say, "Neil wants to get into your pants," and somebody'd be passing that on. And then it gets to Irish, and he'd look at me and be like, "What?"
Telephone, always fun.
These things get out of hand and take a life on their own.
Well, I'm all about the redheads, man. And being a lefty, I remember in kindergarten, we weren't allowed to have pointy scissors. The left-handed scissors had rounded tips. So I was like, what are y'all trying to say here?
Right.
Yeah,
Little bit of lefties are going to stab somebody. Yeah, I got you a 2-minute song real quick. I don't think I did this one last time. I wrote this one in a Publix grocery store.
Yeah, bro.
Right on.
I can't afford to pay my rent, but pinto beans are 57 cents. Gonna eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. I may be broke, but I'm gonna eat good tonight. I done spent all my quarters, spent my dimes. Gotta use nickels and pennies this time. Gonna eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. Yeah, I'm scraping up change, but I'm eating good tonight. I don't think I did this one last time. Got that string out of tune. All right, I'm not going to continue that much out of tune. That's just torture for everybody. I refuse.
Dude, I mean, that happens to all of us. I think.
Yeah, you get the gist. You get the gist.
That is a great song. I love that you wrote it while you're in Publix.
And I love pinto beans.
Me too, man. It's one of the healthiest things you can eat.
Right.
Any of the beans. Just eat beans. That's all that matters. But you get the gist. There's a couple more verses that just proceed in that same vein.
Well, that was I love it. I love it. In fact, my guitarist and I were talking about doing like a parody song or something. So, but I love that. I love the way you.
Oh, that's not even a parody. It was dead serious. I wrote it from one end of the canned vegetable aisle to the other. And when I got out of the car, I was like, all right, remember when I get home, that's in C.
Excellent. That is awesome. Hey, Neil, You're mute. Yeah, if you don't mind, Neil, you're on mute. Oh,
Yeah,
Neil,
we can't hear
unmute
you.
yourself. Neil, unmute yourself. You're on mute. Yeah, unmute. There you
I was
go.
muted. I think that was poltergeist activity. They're fucking with me again.
Yep. There you
They're
go. Get
there.
'em.
Everywhere you look, man. They're starting to freak me out. The snakes are coming. Look behind you. Can't you see it? I see it. You've got them too, Ben. No, I'm sorry. That's a little flashback from my younger days.
Well,
what would you like to say, Jules?
let's go to a break. Let's go to a break, and we'll be right back. And then we'll have some more with Nathan. And I think we got to do some news in there, and we'll go from there. Cool.
I'll tune these strings while we're gone.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'll make it a lot right now.
That was just unprofessional.
We'll be back. Nathan Nelson live with me.
That was the professionalism.
No, not at all. It happens to us all, my friend.
I'm Keith.
I'm Judy, and our company is Gone Country, and we design and produce our own really unique and fun cowboy hats. Keith and I have tried to create a business that's different by focusing on what's important to the customers. Our quality is so good that we offer a lifetime warranty on everything we sell. At the end of the day, if our customers are happy, we're happy. Check us out at GoneCountryHats.com.
Take a look at the sponsored artists on Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com to find your favorite artist's hat, like Juke Johnson, Sam Rourke, Neil, Jules, and more.
We are the Stones of Atlantis, and you are tuned in to Live with Me.
All right. I always love seeing our fans and guests and people who we love. I mean, that was just too funny. I love the fact that we got the dog in the photo with Stones of Atlantis. That's very important. And Susan's sending Nathan beans and a couple of extra bucks for a moon pie or something. I don't know. We love you, Sue. Thank you very much.
That's very
moon pie is a tasty treat.
Man, that's something down south you can get in a fight over, man. Trust me. It happens. But go ahead, Jules. Bring Nathan back into this. I don't want to leave him unscathed.
Poor Nathan.
Good morning.
Thanks, Susan.
Have you ever eaten like the sketchy dollar store ramen noodles when on the road with your band? I'm talking about those sketchy ramen noodles. I know when paying the band and feeding them usually helps to feed them good. That's why I feed them ramen noodles. Tell them that the whippings will go on until morale improves. So.
Well, that song, you can hear the rest of it on Spotify or iTunes or any of that. It's on there, but it has a happy ending. There was a good. I mean, it's eating good tonight, man. There was a good meal at the end of the day.
Damn,
did you have a whole new recipe?
Play it then. I mean, this is not conventional radio.
We're gonna finish.
Yeah,
all right.
Please
well,
do.
I'm gonna pick up where I'll start over. How about that?
That sounds great.
I can't afford to pay my rent, but pinto beans and 57 cents. Gonna eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. I may be broke, but I'm gonna eat good tonight. I done spent all my quarters, spent my dimes. Gotta use nickels and pennies this time. Gonna eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. And I'm scraping up change, but I'm gonna eat good tonight. I got meats in the freezer, all it needs are buns. Think I'm gonna buy the 99-cent ones and eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. And that's grocery store brand, but that's still eating pretty damn good, man. I got enough left over for a can of greens. Sure go nice with my burgers and beans. Gonna eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. And that's 2 side items, and that's eating pretty damn good. But if you ain't got a fresh sweet pitcher of tea, for real, man, a meal ain't a meal to me. Gonna eat good tonight. Gonna eat good tonight. And I don't know about tomorrow, but I'm eating good tonight. All right, got through it.
That was amazing. That was great, dude.
For those of you who don't know, Publix is an institution of the South.
17-cent ramen noodle, a 25-cent meat
Yeah, you
stick
know, when
that
it
may
first
or
came
may
to
not
Georgia,
be
they were protesting
disgusting.
it. That's how we found out about it.
Yeah, you just got
Oh, I love it.
do what you got to do.
Protesting. So, do you have any? What is a song that you play as a cover that's like a favorite that you just do regularly, or for an encore or something like that? Do you have a favorite?
A song that I do as an encore.
Yeah, just or do you?
Right.
What do you usually play either
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your tunes? If you do an original show, what would you close with?
Wait, are you asking? Sorry, that something just buzzed in my ear. Did you say ask me about a cover song?
Well, I asked you at first if you have a cover that's a particular favorite that you play even when you're doing your original set, and it was just something you just dig and you have a spin that you put on it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. There's most of the covers that I do are from people that I know. I don't do a lot of songs that folks know because they know them already.
Yeah. Well, that's all
So
right.
so I
Let's
got
play something that we don't know already that you
I'll tell you
admire.
my whole style is there's this cat named Bill Sheffield who's like my Mr. Miyagi,
Okay.
and like my whole style is basically just a rip off of his style. And I'll do one of my favorite songs of his for you right now. He told me he wrote this one to the rhythm of some windshield wipers on the intermittent setting.
That's
I
almost
love
like
it.
that's almost like a click track.
Look at that. Good job, Irish.
That was
Nice,
great,
Irish.
Way to go, my brother.
Put them back on and I'll sync up with them. "13 hours on the highway, 3 days straight in a row. Well, I'm driving long distance for the Union Band. I got 120 miles left to go. Wasted, worn down, and weary of this highway vigil I keep. Traveled this road now so many times, I believe that I could drive it in my sleep. Oh, I believe that I could drive it in my sleep. Oh, oh. Then last night I had a vision. Oh, it came right down from the sky. It was a beautiful maiden with that long black hair. She disappeared right there before my eyes. That woman disappeared right there before my eyes. No. No. 13 hours on the highway. Get back to you if I try. Sometimes it seems a life ain't nothing more than a sign on the highway passing by. It's a sign on the highway passing by. Oh. Love. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
That was wonderful, dude.
Yes.
That was great.
Oh, yeah, y'all look up Bill Sheffield, man. You won't be disappointed.
Bill Sheffield. Is that with
Yeah, reach out. Oh, if we have him on the show, we're going to have to bring you all back, man.
Oh, yeah, totally doable. But yeah, you should definitely check his stuff out. That's, like I said, man, that's just, you'll see what I'm trying to do if you look him up.
Oh, you
Well,
sound great.
The first time, you remember, Julie, we had a conversation maybe 3 months ago or something, and I said, remember that guy that was a friend of Elizabeth's? Whatever happened to that guy? And here he is. I'm glad I'm really glad to have you back. You've got some great songs. And,
Oh, thank you very much.
I mean, really
you're
nice
a great
stuff.
guest, too. You're a lot of fun.
So
fun.
We've got 3 minutes. Do you have a short tune you want to play?
That's all I've got is short tunes. One time, I was making fun of a friend's band because they were jamming, really great players, and I was just giving them shit because I only make fun of people that are better than me. Never discourage somebody that's trying.
No, absolutely
So
not.
if you hear me ragging on somebody, that means that I'm totally jealous of their abilities. If I was telling my friend, I was making fun of them for their 30-minute jam songs, and the dude looked at me and he said, "Fuck you, you write fucking jingles."
Oh,
I like
you can
both
make
of
money
you
that way,
guys,
too.
man. Great. That is brilliant. Brilliant.
Right, so,
I like this guy already.
So here's the one that I play. You said for encores. The reason this is the encore is because everybody always wants to leave after this one. It's officially called the worst song ever, but it's also called Pussy and Dough, Gash and Cash, Bankroll and Stankhole, Bush and Cheney, Dick Residents and Dead Presidents, maybe a few others. But anyway, it goes like
I'm loving this already. All right, everybody. Nathan Nelson.
Can't believe I'm playing this shit this early in the day. Put me on the TV and play me on the radio, 'cause I could use a little pussy and a lot of dough. If you've got so much money, won't you give a little to me? Did you think that I was up here singing for free? Apparently. Buy me a glass of liquor. Let me fuck your girlfriend. When she's finished with me, you can have her back again. Just use the other end. And put me on the TV and play me on the radio, 'cause I could use a little pussy and a lot of dough. Well, people, I could use a little pussy and a lot of dough. Mainly the dough. All right.
Oh my God, Nathan, that's
I
you should get a Grammy for that.
Can we use that as our theme song for a while?
Absolutely.
That is, you know what? That is just brilliant. Excellent song.
I tend to only play that one when somebody asks for it.
Really?
Well,
oh yeah, thank you for that.
At every show, especially in the breakfast hour at the Lions Club meeting.
It's another one of those songs that sounds like a joke, but it's just dead ass serious.
Oh yeah.
It's like everybody thought Roger Miller was writing joke songs, but his songs are more serious than anything I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I like the. It's like a lot of Texan music, like has that tradition of making some really dark shit humor in there. That like Lyle Lovett or Townes Van Zandt or any number of those guys that kind of saw things. And Warren Zevon, of course, you know, he always had a dark undercurrent to some lovely lyrics and a wonderful melody. Sometimes it took a devious lyrical turn.
Yeah, but that's always been my problem. Is I'll write the song that's starts off all nice and sweet, and then I'll ruin the whole sentiment with one asshole line.
I don't know, man. We're gonna start a record label just for people like you because we believe you know, every asshole deserves an anthill, and I want to be at the top of my anthill too. You know? There's a market for us. We're going on the road in January. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
All right, we've got a few weeks prepared. Let's do it.
Yep, Jules playing bass. Irish will play drums. I'm going to be there for assorted rude comments and production tips.
All right, sounds good.
I'm in. If you need a drummer, you know, I'm sober now, so I'll show up and I'll be on time.
I'm in.
All right,
Nathan, thank you so much for.
Oh, thank you all for having me. I would stick around and listen some more, but I'm gonna go. I've been doing a couple of days a week in my brother-in-law's metal shop, so I'm gonna go cut some steel.
All right.
Well,
I had too much free time, so I decided I needed something to do in the daytime hours.
Good for you.
Well, absolutely, and you know, we'd love to have you back. Tell me, do you happen to have any evil Christmas songs we might find entertaining?
Oh, Christmas songs, man! Do you want to hear a Christmas song? I have one.
Hell yeah. Okay.
All right. This is and you know what? I only play this between Thanksgiving and New Year's, and I forgot all about it. I should have started with this. All right. This is short as well. So.
All right, man.
All right.
We're live with Neve. We're going to just roll through the break.
All right. Christmas song coming right up.
This is great.
I'm telling you, this is fun. You have more fun at a Christmas show with us than you have all year long.
Don't you buy me nothing for Christmas, 'cause I ain't getting nothing for you. I hope you don't misunderstand me. It ain't because I don't want to. It's purely financial. My debts, they are substantial. My bills are way past due. So don't you buy me nothing, 'cause I ain't getting nothing for you. If you feel like giving this year on Christmas Day, you should do something for Jesus. It's his birthday anyway. You could make a big donation to the Army of Salvation or learn to read Hebrew. But don't you buy me nothing, 'cause I ain't getting nothing for you. Well, I'm always broke at Christmas, 'cause I ain't got no job. But I've still got a pistol, so somebody's getting robbed, probably me. You got the Christmas spirit, I'm really glad to hear it. I've got a shotgun too. But don't you buy me nothing, 'cause I ain't getting nothing for you. Say, don't you buy me nothing, 'cause I feel bad if you do. I meant to throw in a Jingle Bells riff or something in there, but I forgot.
Oh, man.
That was beautiful.
I think I messed up some of the words, but I wrote it so nobody knows but me. I only play it like once a year. So
best thing about originals.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
man.
that's the more entertaining Christmas songs I've heard in at least a decade. And I mean, really, that That was fun. You'd be great. I have a feeling we'd get along real well, and
we are so far.
We'd love to have you come up here and play at one of our songwriting gigs or something sometime.
Sounds good, man. Say when. Like I said, I really leaned into this whole taking the year off.
Good for you.
Kind of went into almost 2. This past year we basically just been doing haven't been actively booking. We've been playing gigs when they call us, but now that 2022 is rolling around, we're kind of getting back on the ball, back into the swing of things.
Good to hear it. Glad to hear it. Thank you so much for coming on today, and
thank y'all for having me. Irish, man, good to see you again, buddy.
Take it easy, pal.
Keep us abreast of everything you got going on, and when you're about to tour, so we can help promote that too, and have you back on, and all that good stuff. So keep us in the loop here.
Thank you so much for having me. Always fun.
No problem. Thanks again, Nathan Nelson.
Yep. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, happy the whole world, happy every day, man.
Yes, all of it. All of it.
And we'll have you back, man.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye. He's so much fun.
Right. What a great guest. I love his tunes. I have yet to hear a bad tune out of that guy's mouth.
Oh, no.
I mean, everyone I've heard, I love the lyrics. He's clever. He's got a great dark sense of humor that just fits right well into our boat, and we'll have him back again. Look at all these people. He's got some new friends for us and for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Hell, man. I can't wait. Maybe we can get him up here for one of the ISA events, or maybe down to Florida. We'll see. I know in the coming year there will be more Florida events. You'll see my face getting tanned and pitching the studio tan I usually wear here in New York.
Well, speaking of, I'm sorry. Speaking of events, I've got some of those. I've got a few events coming up this weekend. You guys want to hear about those? Okay.
Yes,
so let's start with the news with Jules here. So I'm Jules with your entertainment news on Live with Neve. So today, dropping in music news, Elton John and Ed Sheeran are collaborating for the first time on a new Christmas single, simply titled Merry Christmas. That drops today. The song was composed for each artist's charity of choice, of course. All proceeds go to Ed Sheeran's Suffolk Music Foundation and the Elton John AIDS Foundation. So you can find the song on all of the usual platforms, music platforms. There's also a cool video that goes with it. So check them out again. That's Elton John, Ed Sheeran with a new collaboration and the song is called Merry Christmas. Now, Snoop Doggy Dogg's new album, Snoop Dogg Presents Algorithm. This is another collab. This album is a collaboration between the East and West Coast rap scene. So Snoop is bringing East and West Coast together. You'll hear artists such as Ice Cube, of course, Mary J. Blige, including some newcomers. And Snoop's current project is to present different generations of hip hop from both sides of the nation, which is a cool thing. I mean, as I think most of us know, especially in the hip hop world, it's East versus West Coast, and now Snoop is uniting them. So great, more power to Snoop. I think I saw Martha Stewart mentioned in there too, so I'm not sure what her role is going to be. But as far as some upcoming weekend events, here in Florida, join Groveland, Florida, tomorrow from 2 to 7 for their first annual Winter Festival. First time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Admission is only $10 per family. So I'm thinking if you get a carload of peeps and you roll on through, that's your extended family, $10. Also at Lake Jovita Golf and Country Club in Dade City. Tomorrow, enjoy the concert in the park beginning at 5 p.m. So you can check that out. Take a little drive to Zephyr Hills for their Festival of Lights on Main Street this weekend if you are here in Florida. And of course, Sunday, if you don't know the infamous Ybor City, they have a festival from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and that's on Sunday. Let's go to Irish's Town in Michigan. For those looking to stay warm with libations, how about the BYOB Christmas Light Trolley in Troy, Michigan? That's going on. Also tomorrow in Washington Park is the Festival of Lights celebration beginning tomorrow and running through the 24th. And tomorrow also beginning at 2 p.m. is the SantaCon Bar Crawl in Royal Oak in Grand Rapids. You don't want to miss the Backwoods Country
Tour.
A good one. Which one is? The Bar Crawl? or the Grand Rapids Backwoods Comedy Tour? Both of them?
Oh, the bar crawl.
Oh, the bar crawl. So you've done that one. Have you done that one?
Good. Yeah, I was down there. We were down there last year. It's a good time.
Is it? All right. So that you heard it from Irish folks. SantaCon, Bar Crawl, and Royal Oak. In Grand Rapids is the Backwoods Comedy Tour. That starts this Sunday at the Wealthy Theater at 5 p.m. Now let's go over to Neil's neck of the woods. Still some tickets available to see the band Starset at Irving Plaza, New York. Now, if you don't know anything about Starset, they're a great band. They're a theatrical band. They have a lot of ethereal stuff that they use. Allegedly, they were supported by an astronomical group called the Starset Society, allegedly a real organization who has monitored messages from space. Now, that's the story, but many fans are believing now and starting to find out that maybe Starset Society and the story of the band's rise to fame was created to help promote the band. So either way, if you haven't heard Starset, check them out. Their first single, they've been around for about 10 years. Their first single is My Demons. Killer song with other great bombastic songs to follow with the theatrical backing effects that lead the listener on this spacey journey. It's really cool. New York City Winter Lantern Festival, Neil, that begins today at 4:30 p.m. in Snug Harbor Cultural Center in Staten Island, and that festival runs until 9:30 tonight. Bridgewater Holiday Craft Festival with Santa Kids tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's in and that's in Bridgewater Township, New Jersey. So, hey, for more festivals, news, and events, keep checking back with us on all of our pages, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and more to come. So I'm Jules with the news on Live with Neve, and back to you all.
All right. Well, we have a new guest here on the show. There's someone we haven't heard from in a while. And it's rather intriguing that, hey, anybody with good manners is welcome to be here. So you know who you are, and good to see you there, LJ. Any rate. We love people with good manners. Family, friends, whatever. They're all right. And all I can say is, it's the weekend. We have 3 minutes left. I am going to be somewhere in the city tomorrow or Sunday. I know I'm going to see Mark Hudson play. It's probably I'm guessing it's either like Birdland or somewhere like that. It's hard to say, but it'll be some small, intimate jazz venue. I wish I knew more details, but I'm waiting on that from my B-man and longtime aide de camp, Mr. Paul Nyman.
Cool, man.
And always with the plan. And
Irish?
And then next week, I'm going to see our buddy who plays the keys so well. Oh, shoot, I'm having a brain fart right now.
T-Bear?
Say again? No, not T-Bear. Playing live. Brian.
Brian.
Brian's playing at the Jazz Cellar in Manhattan or Brooklyn or wherever it is. I haven't been to this venue before, but I can't wait. That's next Wednesday night. And for anybody who wants to meet up, if you're a fan of the show, give us a call and we'll, love to hook up with you. And look, Veronica, we're almost done.
Thing.
Yes,
go ahead, my friend.
Everybody at Live with Neve, Oxford Strong.
That's right, Oxford Strong. Pound, right? Pound Oxford Strong.
Hashtag Oxford Strong. Love you guys.
Man, we love you too, Irish.
Man.
Our prayers and everything for your friends and family who are affected, man.
Yeah, I'm just getting started. Irish has had enough of this shit. Well,
it's a sad day for everybody who don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about the shooting up in Oxford, Michigan. Our guest, actually our cast member, Irish, is a graduate of that school, knows the town intimately, and if you want to join him, where will you be tonight, Irish?
I'm going to be in downtown Oxford. They're going to hold a vigil for the victims and the families and just the community in general. And that's what needs to happen. Right now, we come together and then we heal. And that's how it goes.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Live with Neve. Neve here. I'm signing out. Thank you for new guests, old guests. And remember, if you got manners, you're welcome here. So we'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
4 o'clock with our
Hey guys,
great.
I'm international singer-songwriter Hira, and I'm on Live with Neve. See you guys soon.
Hi everybody, this is Donna Frost and I'm live with Neve. See you soon.